Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time and your energy. And if you're new here, welcome. This is gonna be a general reading for anyone that's watching this. We have rain. We also have renewal. We have faith. We also have the sun. We also have number 29 and number 38. It could be so many numbers, but I'm not gonna focus too much on the numbers today. Because, right away, Spirit wants me to be like, yeah, it's like people put age, right, as a wall, as an excuse, right? And it's like, anyway, we also have ancestors, right? An oak tree, huge, beautiful tree. Number 26. And because it's so obvious and it's right in front of me, it can also be number 8. Wow, we have the sun like shining, right? It's like the sun is bright. After that renewal, it's after the rain. We have the moon cycles. Wow. Oh wow, there's a lot of energy here. Earth, home. Wow. I want to do one more. This is already deep and I haven't even said much. This is strong, okay? We also have number 23 and number 14. Wow, I see a lot of, it goes from Earth to space, to the universe, to galaxies, to being able to see other planets. We have balance. and is that sequoia tree? Is those really tall trees? They're huge as well. I feel a lot of peace. But I feel like this is a renewal. It's almost like the gift, the prize. This is what you get after the renewal. This is what comes after the rain, the storm, right? Springtime, right? But it's beautiful because this is, again, it's almost like the universe wants me to speak about levels again, right? It's almost like if you are in a good place, it's about the next higher level, the next, right? The next level. Regardless of what level you are, it's about the next level. And it's here about it's you being good, but then having another, right? With the moon here, another cycle, another renewal, right? Another level, another step, a higher step. And what comes after that? The sun, faith, right? It's almost like you are in a video game, right? And the whole point is to survive. But in the video game, you get to find new tools or weapons or right, or things that can heal you. right? And it's almost like during the video game, you went through a storm, right? It could have lasted days or months, and it was a pretty strong storm, right? Even though you were safe, you had to stay put. You were on hold, and after the storm passed by, it's almost like you got out of the cave or the house or wherever you were at, right? And then you run into something. This time it's not a tool. This time it's not a weapon. This time it's not something that you can eat, right? It's almost like you run into faith, right? And at first you're like, what is this? Right? It looked good, it felt good, but it's almost like you didn't know what it was. But you know, I feel like you are connected to your ancestors, right? I hear an airplane really close by, and I don't hear that all the time. You see, it's about high, it's about being high, it's about being elevated in some sort of way. And if it's not that, it's almost like you, right? You grabbed faith, right? You collected it. You put it in your backpack. You consumed it, something, right? Whatever way you are able to grab anything in that video game. And it's almost like you found it in nature too, you know? Right? It's almost like nature introduced you to faith, so, something related to nature. And then you take it to your ancestors, right? And it's almost like your ancestors are like, wow, like how'd you find this? Right? Like they're almost like being like, wow, this is so rare. How'd you find it? Where'd you find it? Like, right? But what I'm getting, it's almost like they are explaining to you that you don't find faith. Faith finds you. That's very specific, right? And you know, this is coming from ancestors, right? This is coming from wisdom. This is coming from people that already know the answers. Like they're not even playing the game anymore. They got the cheat codes, right? But you see, faith is like the sun. It's there for everyone in this world. You know what I mean? The sun doesn't care about your age. The sun doesn't care about your color. It doesn't care about your height. The sun doesn't care about your language. The sun doesn't care about how you look, or how you feel. The sun is there. And that is the representation of faith, right? You don't come out looking for the sun. The sun was already there. Way, 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 way before you were even born. Even to your ancestors, the sun was already there before your ancestors. And that's faith. You know what I mean? So it's almost like it's a realization, like boom, like you run into faith, right? But you see, that's after the renewal. That's after the rain. That's after the storm, right? And then we have the moon cycles. I see the ocean, a big, huge, full moon. You know what I mean? It's a lot of light. At the same time, it's almost like pulling me, like a wave. You know how a wave, it clashes into the sand, and then there's a little pull after, right? The ocean pulling you. I feel that. That is speaking to me about magnetic, right? It's like something pulling you, something attracting you, but at the same time you attracting that thing. It's like you are pulling the moon and the moon is pulling you. Again, that speaks to me about, it doesn't have to be, but it's coming out, so I'm gonna say it. Two Pisces, right? A moon pulling, it's like, again, yeah, definitely. And we have Earth after that. And you see, let me speak about a little bit more about the moon, because I feel like Spirit wants me to speak about the moon here, right? Especially about cycles, right? After the rain, after this renewal, it's definitely a new cycle. But guess what? But this time, it's like in this new cycle, right? It could be a new level, it could be whatever, a new day, right? Something. There's faith, right? There's faith and there's support and understanding and explanation from your ancestors, right? They got the answers. And at the same time, they are like explaining to you these things about faith, right? So it's continuing the journey, right? Continuing this new cycle, but with faith within you, or in your pocket, in your backpack, however it is that you want to carry faith with you, but it's with you now, right? And again, I feel like your ancestors were a bit surprised at first, right? Because it's almost like, for they're like, for so many generations, the people, right? Generation after generation after generation, and not just, I'm talking about brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles, parents, so many generations. They, even though faith is there like the sun every single day, they never end up collecting it or grabbing it, holding it, or even knowing about it. So this is why at the beginning of the reading, I felt the ancestors being like, oh, like, how'd you find it? Like, how'd you get it? Oh, like in a way shocked, like wow, like there's been so many generations, and no one has been able to grab faith, or collect faith, or find faith, or even acknowledge faith, work with faith, right? But this is the new cycle. This is a new cycle, and with the moon here at the same time is the truth, right? The truth is coming now, and specifically with that, the truth is coming out. It's almost like with that it's almost like your ancestors knew something about you. They knew something about you, that you were gonna do something special, that you are unique, that you are different, and that you have a higher purpose for something very specific. They knew. So now this, you showing up to them with faith and being like, hey, look what I felt like. Now that's just a little bit more proof of what you really are, and what you are becoming, and where you are heading, right? And you see, it's beautiful because right next to that we have Earth, and it's home, right? It says home for the human being, right? That's this is our home, right? As human beings. This is why we need to protect it. And people think they don't really care about it, but oh well, that's none of my business, right? Let's stay here in this reading. You see, the moon it's almost like illuminating Earth, right? And the moon represents truth. It's secrets and lies and all of that, but the moon is there to illuminate. Things will be coming out, and it's amazing because it's not going to be happening in the spiritual realm. It's not going to be happening out of space. It's going to be happening here, home, here on Earth, right? It's going to be happening here. Right next to that, we have number 35, and it's balance, right? The sequoia tree. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's those tall, really tall trees, right? And they're huge. They're just huge. Just by the image, I'm able to tell. But as you see in the background as well, we have the universe, we have the galaxies, like I was telling you. But that's the whole thing why balance is here, right? It's speaking about balance between the spiritual and earth, right? It's about having a balance. At the same time, I feel like collecting knowledge from outer space, from other dimensions, other galaxies, other zones, right? Other spiritual realms, and bringing it here to home, to earth, to create balance, right? Beautiful. Let's continue. It's gonna be a different deck. This deck feels heavier, right? Feels thicker, feels for some reason more important, which it doesn't make sense to me, right? Each deck is is unique and amazing, and they all have something. But this one feels like that. It feels like I'm holding like a hammer. You know what I mean? We have the lustful, number 32. And it says, I embrace I embrace my individuality and sexuality as a sacred gift. Let's continue. You know, I was asking someone the other day, this is a little bit more personal, but I was curious, right? I asked him, why do you think we are ashamed of nudity, of being naked, right? No other creature or animal or is, you know, and of course I'm not saying we are animals, but I hope you get what I'm saying. I don't know. Of course that with that question we can go all the way back to religion and all of that, but you know, Nice conversations you can have with someone, you know. We have the creator, number 17. He says, I love playing the wonder-filled game of life creatively. Okay, I'm gonna read that again. I love playing the wonder-filled game of life creatively. So it's a little bit of what I was just saying, you know? And you see how it says game? And you see how it says the creator? You know what I'm getting now? It's almost like faith. Once you found faith, wow. You see, this is why faith is so important. This is why your ancestors were like, wow, like so happy, but at the same time shocked. Look at this. Do you see this? Do you see the angel on top? Do you see that the little angel on top is like covering his eyes, like, you know what I'm getting to, like, oh my god, like whatever you are creating, it's like, it's powerful, it's shiny, it's big, it's important. Another thing that I'm getting, and you see there's a spider right in the corner with the spider web. And you know, at the same time, I was talking about the sun, about being shiny and bright. You see, it's almost like your ancestors, they haven't seen something like that, maybe ever. You know, but you are so protected. You see, there's two angels on top. It's almost like in every scenario, in every scene, in every dimension, in every realm, in every moment, they are watching you. But you see, it's almost like, wow, you are definitely a creator. I don't know who I'm speaking to, but you are definitely a creator. Because you see, it's almost like you are going out there. You are just going out there, right? Wandering, right? Playing, right? Wandering. Just like a kid. Just, you know, when the kid goes around and it's just like wandering through the woods or a new place, you know, they're just like exploring. But you see, you are doing it creatively. You are creating as you do that. But that's let me get there. Let me get there. Wow. That's the power of faith. When you, let's say you're in a video game and instead of picking up a weapon or a tool or whatever it is, a boost, whatever it is, coins, you know, you find faith, and at first you're like, what the heck is it? What is it? Faith? How does it work? What does it do? Right? And you take to your ancestors, and your ancestors are like, oh yeah, oh my god, you faith, you found, you, like, you know, like, they're like, we thought, what I'm hearing, we thought it was never going to happen. They thought that we're never gonna see faith in their line again, you know, and like, and that line is so long, it goes all the way to the beginnings, I'm telling you. And because you found faith, and you are, and again, let me get there. I'm getting ahead of myself here, you know what I mean? Faith, right? Once you understood faith, once you started to put it to use, what faith does is, faith, it allows you to have and create anything. You know, that was so much hype just for that. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm hearing, you know? But let me say it again. Let me explain it again, because this is so important. with faith, anything is possible. And now you understand that, and now you know that, and now you are creating as you explore, as you wander around, as you play. Oh my goodness, this is so powerful. And you see, your ancestors have never seen anything like this before. Your guardians, your angels. But I'm wondering, what I'm getting right now is like, what? Why? Why not? How? But this is what I'm saying. This is your calling. This is the uniqueness, what I'm talking about. This is the higher purpose. I don't even know what this is, but I want to show you the image. And behind what I'm looking right here, it says that romantics. I don't know what that means. But this is what this energy right here, I didn't, do you see the colors, the vibe? That I don't even know what that is, but that's powerful. You see, you are creating now something. You are creating something. Oof, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Let's keep going. I can't make this up. You see, what I'm looking at, I see, oh my goodness. Let me show you. You see that planet? Do you see that romance? Do you see that angel? and in the back it says, I allow romance to touch my heart every day. Number 29. I see a lot of love. I see hearts. I see roses that represent passion, liberty, love. I see the moon, planets. I'm telling you, planets that we've never seen before, planets that we don't talk about, planets that we don't even know that they are there, but they are there. We just don't see them. We just don't know about them. They look like marbles, like those little balls, you know, like different shapes. Not different shapes. They're all circles, right? Right? They're all planets. That again, that's another trip right there. That's another curiosity. Like, I'm curious about it. Like, how come it's round, right? I'm sure there's an explanation for Earth, and maybe for all planets, but it's pretty amazing, right? Different sizes, different shapes. But now, let me get to the important thing here. This couple, right? Now, this is something divine because there's a beautiful angel in the background with a horn, right? And that angel, it's almost like someone took a picture of this couple and the angel, right? And the planet. It's like straight up a picture. It's almost like after the wedding or after the proposal. I'm hearing after the, yeah. It's almost like I've, you know. And the angel, what I was getting at, the angel is almost looking at the camera, kind of like saying, the words that I'm hearing is saying, I told you. I don't know what that means, right? You know, and I see them like talking, the couple. The guy is talking, and the girl is like listening to him, but she's like really listening to him. She's like feeling him as he speaks, right? And it looks like he's like really expressing himself. He's probably being honest and vulnerable right there, and the girl's like taking it in, you know, and that's the love, that's the romance, it's almost like the girl is seeing something from the guy that it's making her fall in love even more, because he's like opening himself up. He's like being vulnerable and honest, right? And the girl is like, oh, like admired that. She's loving it, right? She's loving it because she doesn't see this from just anyone, right? Most guys don't show that part. Most guys hit it. Most guys don't say it, right? Most guys rather stay quiet and all of that, you know. But again, this is divine. This is why the angels in the back is like, I told you. And it's so beautiful. The energy is beautiful. And what he says, I allow romance to touch my heart every day. Every day. Not every other day, not once a week, not once a month, no, every day. Every day. Let's continue. I want to do one more from this deck. Wow. The Judge, number 8. I am relentless in my pursuit of honesty and justice. And this is the image. That's the image I saw at first. I was like, whoa. Wow, this is a beautiful image. Wow. Wow, this is a powerful person. I want to read it again. It's the Judge. I am relentless in my pursuit of honesty and justice. And the image is saying a lot. You know, this is the energy of someone that they don't have to overdo. They don't have to say it multiple of times. They don't have to overreact. Often they don't even show emotion. This is someone that obtained all their power, all their abilities, all their knowledge with their own effort. It's almost like it's almost, for example, what I'm wearing, this is what I'm wearing, right? This person did every single detail on this jacket right here, this coat, like everything that he has, everything that he is, he did it himself. It took him a lot of time. It took him a long time. He's been down. This could be a she, just the energy, right? And well, I'm going with the car. In this channel, we don't put genders. Unless the universe is really being specific, which I do say it, but here, there's no gender. It's the energy. You know? Honesty and justice. Justice. Just. Right? Not more, not less. Justice. Honesty. And this is the phase when this person hears lies, feels, senses lies. And even when people are not lying, people that don't say the truth, people that don't say what they need to say, people that this person knows that person needs to say something and then don't say it. This is their face. He don't say that. He don't say nothing. He don't say much. That is just the face. Because it's you know, what I'm feeling is like, it's not it's not right when people know the truth and they don't express it. It's something similar to a lie, pretty much. I don't know what all that was. Oof, very specific. You know, changing the decks, just by changing the decks, this is the traditional tarot, right? This is like a shift of energy, right? What do you got for us, universe? The Hermit. What about the Hermit, right? Seven of Swords, right? I'm laughing because it is kind of funny. This person is trying to be sneaky or trying to steal something without noticing that they're running into the Hermit. Five of Pentacles. Wow, very interesting. I want to get one more to get the something more clear. The Star. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, wow. This is amazing. Wow, this is so powerful. This is a very specific message, right? I don't know if it has to do with everything that we've been saying. I'm sure it does. But this is what I'm getting, right? For some reason, I'm getting church. For some reason, you know, I don't get church often. I don't know if ever in my readings, but this time I'm getting church. It doesn't have to be church. It could be a building, right? It could be a company. It could be an institution, right? But what I'm getting, I'm seeing two sides. One side, they're like, oh yeah, this is not good. Like I rather not get paid for a week or two and stop dealing with this and move on. No, I rather you know, I rather lose a little bit of money than continue to be playing this. No, I'm good. That's one energy. The other energy is like it's like they're still there in that institution, in that church, or in that whatever it is. They're still there, but at the same time they are taking more than what they should be getting, right? They are stealing, right? So that's the two energies. One, they're like leaving that and they're like, oh no, I'm gone. And the other one, the other energy is still staying there, but at the same time stealing, right? Now, this is what I was like, whoa. The energy that is deciding to leave that, even though they're gonna lose a little bit, right? They're gonna go through it for a little bit, but they're leaving that place, that institution, whatever it is, but they are running into something very beautiful, which is the Star, right? They are going to be able to a blessing. It's almost like a miracle. A miracle is gonna happen to these people or this group or this individual that is doing this, right? And even though it seems and it's gonna feel like they are gonna lose something, right? Or they are losing something, or they're not in good conditions, they're gonna run into a miracle. Simple as that. The other person's gonna run into the Hermit, right? And what I'm getting with that, it's almost like they're gonna run into someone that they don't want to run into, someone that they don't want to wake up, it's like a big bear, right? It's like a big dog, a big furious dog that is sleeping, and this person, since they are stealing and they got their hands full, and they're trying to be sneaky and quiet, they don't realize that they're about to run into the big dog, and the big dog doesn't want to be waking up. Wow, let's do more. Let's do more. Spirit's like, go ahead. Green light, go ahead. All right, let's go. Let's continue. Telling you, just to put it out there, this is a general reading for anyone that's watching this, right? I don't want to turn into that, you know. Turn into what? I don't want to have to be like, oh, like, you know, I feel like even though it's kind of true, you know, like take what resonates, like take the good, leave the bad, all that, like about the genders thing, like, oh, like a male, a female, like, you know what I mean? Like, but I feel like I have to be consistent with that. That way people that are watching me, especially the new ones, do know, you know, it's just energy. So whatever applies is like, yeah, maybe nothing applies, maybe the whole thing applies, maybe only some parts apply. This is very interesting. The universe is like, go ahead, express yourself. All right. We have the Seven of Cups over here. And what is this Seven of Cups? You know, the Seven of Cups is almost like your mind, right? Your thoughts, right? And they're cups though. They are good things. They are good things that you are. That's what I'm saying. Your thoughts. But what is it? Because I see a lot of things here, right? And not everything is good, right? Not everything is good. Not every single thought is good, right? But at the same time, it's almost like you are looking at them. You are observing them. You are checking your mind out. Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's almost like cutting the illusions, right? Keeping only what the truth, like what you really want. It's like the universe being like, what do you want? What did you really want? Because the rest, boom, we're gonna have to cut them out. We're gonna have to cut out the things that you don't want and only keep the things that you want. Because the things that you do want, those are the things that you will have. Justice. Again, justice came out. This is beautiful. Again, and I feel like this is with you and with what you want. It's like, I want that, right? I don't want this. And at the same time, that's what I'm saying. It's so powerful and it's so clear. This is why it's important that you watch your thoughts. Because justice is right there, right? It's almost like, it's like, do it now. Do it now. It's almost, wow, this is amazing. I don't know if you've seen Mario Bros, you know, or if you ever played that game. It's a star. It's a star, right? There's this video game, and now it's a movie. There's a movie out. And no, none of them are paying me. Not yet. Maybe they will. You know, during the game, once you collect the star, there's a star, right? It's a feature. Once you collect the star, again, talking about video games, you know what I mean? Once you collect the star, you have a superpower. You go faster, you jump faster, you there's other things that it's a superpower, right? But the star effect goes away after a certain time. So that's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting here. It's almost like right now you have the star, with the star here, right? With the star over here, the miracle. Right now you have the star, right? And you see, this is relating like to every day. This is so powerful. Wow. If you are here right now and this is making sense, what I'm saying, please like that video. because this is amazing. This is information, oh man, this is amazing information. This is telling me you have the star every day. You can get the star at any moment, and that is the miracle. That is the miracle. That you get to create your own miracles. Because that is justice. That is the truth. And that is the power that you have. That is faith. Let me keep going. Four of Wands. Look, I feel like this is definitely something that you truly want. A partnership, a connection, right? You just want someone. Someone to celebrate with. Someone you can share things with. Someone you can have a true connection with, right? It's card number 4, 2 4s, that's 8. But you see, it's happening. You're having it. And again, we have the card over here, the Romantics. And before that, the Creator. And before that, the Lustful. Embracing individuality and sexuality as a sacred gift. You are doing it. You are understanding this. You are practicing it. You are applying it. You are following your intuition. There's so much here. And he ends with the 4 of Wands. No. Spirit's like, you're not done yet. You're not done yet. Okay. See, when you go into your thoughts and you eliminate, you get rid of all the thoughts that you don't want, all the things that you don't want, and only focus on the things that you truly want, you end up with the 4 of Wands. That's how bad you want it. That's how much you want it. So do you want anything else? The universe is like, you have the power to have anything that you can possibly imagine, you can have it. And the universe is like, the 4 of Wands, that's what you want? And you're like, yes. 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 The Hierophant. The Hierophant right next to the 4 of Wands. Yes, that could be marriage. It doesn't have to be marriage. It could be a ceremony. It could be a unique ceremony. It doesn't have to be something traditional. Even though it is a Hierophant, it is something traditional. It doesn't have to be. But at the same time, this is spirit right here. This is spirit. This is the universe. Right? This is the universe blessing this connection. That's what I'm feeling. Right? The Hierophant is the messenger as well, delivering the message. Nine of Swords. Right? It gets to the point where it could be a little bit too much. right? A little bit unhealthy now, right? Could be like, when is it gonna happen? How come it hasn't happened yet? Is this even gonna happen? Right? But again, this is the universe being like, don't get there. Don't allow yourself to get there. First of all, you gotta trust. First of all, you gotta have faith. First of all, you gotta be relaxed, right? Trust in justice, trust in the universe, right? Utilize that faith. Six of Wands, right? It's almost like, just celebrate. Just celebrate. Just celebrate like if you already are right next to your person, right? Just celebrate. Just take care of yourself. Feel, act like you already got it, because you do. You already got it. It's almost like you are just waiting for it now. You're just waiting for it. Thank you so much for your time, your energy. I hope this helped a little bit. See you next time. Bye.